Pictured this year a little bit different. When it hit February, a step in the bar, it hit me so hard. Oh, how can it be this heavy?
Why did they have to make the monster so damn cute? If he's supposed to represent so much grief and sadness and hardship in your life, the thing just looks so damn adorable. I tell you, God. It's got a really great pop beat, but such an emotional, heavy meaning behind it, which I guess is entirely the point, right? More importantly, Ed Sheeran is back. The full LP will be released in May, which is his final one based on mathematical symbols. Who knows where he's going to go from here? But he did release the title track of the new album called Eyes Closed early Friday morning, and that sparks this special Sunday release. So let's go take a look at some brand new Ed Sheeran, Eyes Closed. Here we go. Love that.
I know it's a bad idea, but how can I help myself? Been inside for most this year, and I thought a few drinks, they might help. It's been a while, my dear, dealing with the cards life dealt. I'm still holding back these tears, well, my friends are somewhere else. I pictured this year a little bit different. When it hit February, a step in the bar, it hit me so hard. Oh, how can it be this heavy? Every song reminds me you're gone, and I feel the lump form in my throat, 'cause I'm here alone, just dancing with my eyes closed. 'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you, and time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do, so I'll keep dancing with my
that voice. Oh, I've missed him.
And I think you'll come home soon, but what brings me right back in? Then it's only me that's in this room. I guess I could just pretend the colors are more than blue, but I lost more than my friend. I can't help but missing you. I pictured this month a little bit different. No one is ever ready, and when it unfolds, you get in a hole. Oh, how can it be this heavy? Everything changes, nothing's the same, except the truth is now you're gone, and life just goes on. So I'm dancing with my eyes closed, 'cause everywhere I look, I still see you, and time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do, so I'll keep dancing with my eyes. Shutting the bar, they're cleaning the floor, and everyone is already home, but I'm on my own.
Oh, that line.
Still dancing with my eyes closed, 'cause everywhere I look, I still see you, and time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do, so I'll keep dancing with my eyes closed. Oh, I keep dancing with my eyes closed. Oh, I keep dancing with my.
That's so good. I love that video. That it just encapsulates, oh, that's so sad, him walking all by himself. That it just encapsulates exactly what he wants the song to represent, which is just so perfect. God, Ed Sheeran in that voice, I miss him, I really do. I think, Bad Habits, I think, was one of the tracks that in his last album that seemed to veer a little bit away from what he normally gives you. This one, I wonder if the entire album of Subtract is going to come back to a classic Ed Sheeran sound that we're so used to, and it's so uniquely identifiable Ed Sheeran. His albums are ones you can really listen to from start to finish, and I find that hard to do with a lot of artists. But him, first track to the last, you can usually put on the whole album and just kind of enjoy the whole thing. All right, let's go back to the beginning, watch it again, and make some more comments. This imagery I'm not sure about. Like, we'll talk about the other one, the big elephant or creature in the room, but this one I don't get, him drowning. Love that start, though.
I know it's a bad idea, but how can I help myself? Been inside for most this year, and I thought a few drinks, they might help. It's been a while, my dear, dealing with the cards life dealt. I'm still holding back these tears. Well, my friends are somewhere else.
So many things happening here. So much of these lyrics are so poignant. It's just so perfect. It's like a few drinks will help him, kind of numb the pain and forget about his loss and what he's dealing with. I love that pizzicato backing they give him, where it's just plain. It's just really quite simple and dumbed down, which is so perfect to allow those lyrics to really come through and for him to really get the message of the song across.
I pictured this year a little bit different. When it hit February, a step in the bar, it hit me so hard. Oh, how can it be this heavy?
If you're gonna look, so the let's tackle it now. The blue monster or the blue thing in the entire video is supposed to represent his grief, right? I think he based it off of a couple of things, but mainly a children's book that he used to read to his daughter, where sadness and grief was represented by a big blue monster. And so you kind of get that. Once you understand that imagery, then you kind of understand what's going on. Why did they have to make the monster so damn cute? If he's supposed to represent so much grief and sadness and hardship in your life, the thing just looks so damn adorable. I tell you, God.
Every song reminds me you're gone, and I feel the lump form in my throat, 'cause I'm here alone, just dancing with my eyes closed.
So Ed Sheeran.
'Cause everywhere I look, I still see you, and time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do.
The more I listen, the first time I listened to this, I'll admit, the chorus, I wanted it to be a little bit faster and have a little bit more meat behind it. I don't know why. I just wanted a little bit faster, a little bit more lyrics shoved in there and just give you a nice rolling, just get some momentum going in there. But now that I listen to it more and more, it kind of grows on me, and maybe this was the better choice. I mean, obviously, it fits. What I love is Ed Sheeran. Is there any other artist in the world who jumps octaves to their chorus as much as Ed Sheeran does? I don't think there are. He is so known for that. He starts off in a certain key, and then he just flips the entire octave to go up into those chorus parts, and it makes his songs so hard to sing for so many people. But it's so Ed Sheeran to me. There's not many other artists that do it as consistently as he does.
So I'll keep dancing with my so I'll keep dancing with my delusion is here again, and I think you'll come home soon. But what brings me right back in?
So
then
cute.
It's only me that's in this room. I guess I could just pretend the colors are more than blue, but I lost more than my friend. I can't help but missing you. I pictured this month a little bit different. No one is ever ready, and when it unfolds, you get in a hole. Oh, how can it be this heavy? Everything changes, nothing's the same, except the truth is now you're gone. Life just goes on.
It's so good. It's catchy, right? You'll be singing this song for weeks, and it's just one of those. Every song on his album, I'm sure you'll be singing. It just gets stuck in your head, and that's why he makes such a great songwriter. I find is just his songs just get into you, and they don't leave you. If you haven't noticed, obviously the blue monster, the adorable blue monster here, is growing slowly throughout the video, which of course represents that your grief just gets bigger and bigger wherever you go, and it's always following you. And it's a great spotlight on mental health, where everyone thinks Ed Sheeran, he's this huge famous artist who can't have any problems in his life, because when you're this famous successful artist, what can possibly be wrong, right? But he's had a breakup or two, losing his close friend Jamal Edwards, who died suddenly. That's all built into this and kind of inspired the whole album. I really feel like, you know, and he talks about it in articles too, where mental health, especially in England, is not something that's really talked about as much as it is maybe across the rest of the world slowly, where saying you need help or going to a therapist is really kind of shunned or frowned upon. So for him to then put it all into his music, to be able to vent into his music and allow us to sort of be his therapy in a way, I'm here for it. I absolutely love it. I hate that he's going through shit. Don't get me wrong, but I love that it gives us some great music. So I don't know what that makes me. I don't know if that's selfish at all, but I just love that it gives us some great Ed Sheeran music. And I hope in the end, by releasing this album, it is so cathartic for him and he can sort of try to move on from that grief. But yeah, it's a great spotlight on mental health he's putting on here, and not being afraid to share what he's going through and put it into his music.
So I'm dancing with my eyes closed, 'cause everywhere I look I still see you, and time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do, so I'll keep dancing with my eyes closed, so I'll keep dancing with my.
I kind of wish they would have done a little bit of a more a cappella thing there. As soon as I heard it once, it was like, oh, that's so cool. That's very like choir-esque almost, like a gospel choir-esque. And I wish they would have kept that going for a couple more bars at least. But it's cool to throw in anyway.
They're shutting the bar, they're cleaning the floor, and everyone is already home, but I'm on my own.
What a freaking line. Everyone's already home, but I'm on my own. Oh, it's so devastating. It's so sad, even though the thing in front of you is so adorable, but it's just, what a line. His lyrics, he's such a great writer. Absolutely love it.
Still dancing with my eyes closed, 'cause everywhere I look I still see you, time is moving so slow, and I don't know what else that I can do, so I'll keep dancing with my eyes closed, oh, I keep dancing with my
Love it. God, I love his voice. And I love all those shots towards the end of that video where he finally looks at grief kind of in the face of all these different scenes we've seen him in. He kind of finally looks at it. I love him also walking towards the pier here at the end where you see another creature standing beside another guy, where he finally acknowledges towards the end of the video that he's not the only one walking around with this grief, that everyone kind of has their own thing, their own beast, their own monster, their own adorable cute-eyed monster walking around with them. You don't know who's dealing with what. That's solid, man. I tell you, I absolutely love that track. He just produces hit after hit, and you could just picture him performing this on the Grammys next season. It's going to happen for sure. Ed Sheeran, right? He's just one of the better singer-songwriters we have, and thank God we have him. And I love that he's put so much emotion and so much what he's going through now into this music. His last, apparently, LP of mathematical symbols anyways. Who knows what he's going to go on to from here? Maybe start rattling off the periodic table. That's a lot of albums to cover. But God, I love it. I absolutely love it. Can't wait till May to see the entire album and see what else he's got in store for us. Let me know what you thought about this video, what you think of his new single here. Let me know about it in the comments below. You can hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. Also join me at my Patreon page. You can find the link to join that in that description below. And I'm Marc Daniel Patrick, and we will see you next time.